To solve 515 minus 197, we're going to first start by making an estimate. I'm going to make an estimate that's going to round these numbers to their closest hundreds value. So 515 becomes 500, and we subtract 197, which rounds to 200. So my estimate is 300. Let's try solving this using base tens. I'm going to start with 5 100 squares. That's 500. Next, we're making 15, so we need 1 tens, which goes here, and 5 ones. Now we have to subtract 197. But as you can see, we only have 5 units here when we need to take away 7 ones. So we're going to trade 1 tens for 10 ones. So that gives us 15 ones now. We need to take away 9 tens, but now we don't have any tens. So I'm going to have to switch out 1 100 square. Now we can take away 197 from this 515. I'm going to take away 1 100 square. It's 100. 90, so that's 9 of these tens blocks and 7 ones. And then we are left with 3 100 squares, 1 tens block, and 8 ones. So that's 318. Let's now record this pictorially. So we started off with 515. These squares are 100 squares, so we need 5 of these. We had 110 and 5 ones. I'm going to switch out the tens for ones, so we still have our 5 100 squares, but this 10 is now going to turn into 10 ones. Now we're going to switch out 1 100 square for 10 tens blocks. We're going to switch this one out for 10 tens, right? That keeps the value the same. Now we can take out 197. We have 100 here. We're going to take out 9 of these tens here, so we're going to be left with just 1, right? So we're going to take this away. And we need to get rid of 7 ones. We are left with 3 100 squares, 1 tens, and 8 ones, giving us an answer of 318. Now let's represent this symbolically. So we began with a value of 515. We had 5 100 squares, 1 tens, and we had 5 ones. Then we switched out our tens for 10 ones. Then we broke down one of our 100s into 10 tens. And now we will take away 197. So we have 100, take that away, 90, so that's 9 tens, and 7 ones. And we're going to write what we have left. We have 3 100s, 1 10, and we have 8 ones. Now we'll add them up to find our answer symbolically. We have 100 plus 100 plus 100 is 300. In the tens value, we have 110. And in the ones value, we have 8 ones, giving us a value of 318. To solve this question mentally and symbolically, I'm going to start off with what we are given, which is 515 minus 197. I'm going to use a compensation method and use the nearest hundreds value I can as a benchmark. Because 197 I can see is very close to 200, I'm going to add 3 to this side. And that's going to give me 200 here. So we're going to have 515 minus 200. As you can see, it's quite easy to subtract 200 from 515. That would give us 315. But because we added plus 3 here, that means that we actually subtracted an extra 3 that was not there to begin with. So we have to add that to our answer. So 315 plus 3 gives us 318.